Hey guys, today we're going to talk about living costs in Canada. So let's get right to it. We're going to first start by talking about the cost of transportation. Public transit passes can vary anywhere between $80 and $170 a month. Of course, it's entirely dependent on where you live. If you live in a city like Montreal, you'll be paying around $80. Whereas if you live in Toronto or Vancouver, you're more likely to pay around $150 to $170 a month. When it comes to books and course materials, a lot of students underestimate the actual cost of the books and course materials. While the overall cost is entirely dependent on your program, students average around $1,000 a year on these types of materials. In order to avoid paying this much money, you do have the option of buying used books and buying books online on websites like Amazon, or even just purchasing books from former students who have already taken those courses. In this case, you end up saving pretty much half the cost. When it comes to meals, you can expect to pay anywhere between $10 and $15 a meal. Of course, if you choose to eat at home, there's a higher chance that you will be saving money. You also have the option to buy in bulk. You can do so by shopping at stores like Bulk Barn, Walmart, or if you do have a membership, Costco. Now we're going to get into the average cost of rent in various major cities across Canada. When living in Toronto, you can expect to pay around $2,000 a month for a one-bedroom apartment. Similarly, in Vancouver, you'll also expect to pay around $2,000 a month for a one-bedroom. In Montreal, you can expect $1,200. In Calgary, $1,000. Winnipeg, $900. Halifax, $860. In St. John's, $800. It does depend on whether you choose to live on your own or whether you prefer to live in a homestay with a host family, or even if you want to live with a couple of friends and split the cost of rent and utilities. When you choose to live with your friends or in a homestay, you do end up paying much less for your accommodations and therefore saving a lot more money. When it comes to tuition, international students can pay about $27,000 a year. Now, you're going to want to make sure that you do have some extra pocket money when it comes to shopping, buying any other kinds of necessities, maybe even exploring the city that you're actually staying in and meeting up with different friends and family. If you want to inquire about any other living expenses in Canada, make sure to comment below.